Okay, so we were seeing 8th NCERT. We finished secularism. Yes, so we were able to see the elections, Lok Sabha elections, Parliament struggle we saw. Why people's participation we saw. Elections we answered some questions. And entering into your parliament. Let us have a look of the parliament. Okay, this is the parliament. You can see this is Rajya Sabha, red color seats, and this is Lok Sabha. It's 545. 245 members here in Rajya Sabha and 545 members in Lok Sabha. Speaker presides here. Here, Vice President presides here. Who is the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha? Vice President. Okay. Now, the role of Parliament. The role of the Parliament. Indian Parliament is an expression of faith that people of India have in the principle of democracy. Very good sentences. See, Indian Parliament is an expression of faith that people of India have in the principles of democracy. So that means this Parliament is depicting the Indian democracy. Okay, these are participation by the people in decision making process and government by consent. Okay. So now you can ask me, sir, where are we making decisions? I'm telling you, this is representative democracy where you have selected your leader and your leader is making decisions. So that means you are only making the decisions here. The parliament in our system has immense powers because it is the representative of the people. That is why it is having immense power. Okay. So, say for example, Article 1234. Okay, we have seen Article 1234, Union and its territory. Okay, see whatever the stuff that is relating to the Union and its territory, that is states. Okay, whether it is about to cut the states into two pieces or three pieces, or merging the states, or ceding the some part. Okay, so seceding some part into India or ceding some part into foreign territory, everything comes under parliament. Parliament has been given power for everything. So why? Because it is directly elected by the people. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, any personality or any body which is directly elected by the people will be having immense power. Okay, there is no doubt about it. Now, so elections to the parliament are held in similar manner as they for state legislature. MLA elections, MP elections, both are same. There is no different about it. Lok Sabha usually, the term of Lok Sabha is 5 years. The term of Lok Sabha is 5 years. Now tell me, is this term 5 years fixed term? Is this 5 years term fixed? Once the government is elected, can't it be dissolved, or can't this Lok Sabha be dissolved within 5 years? No. Very good. It can be dissolved. Very good. Very good. Fine. Sometimes floor test takes place. Floor test is not dissolving actually. Sometimes in the floor test also, if they cannot be solved, if the resolution, if the solution cannot be found, okay, the floor test also, what they do is they will actually re-elect. Yes, when the re-election happens, automatically everybody must go into elections, and the house will be completely dissolved. Whether it may be 2 years or 3 years, but most of the times it will not happen because the other party which is in majority will takes the place, like BJP, which took the place after JDS plus Congress collapsed. Okay, most of the time. Fine. No, but anyways, 5 years is not a fixed term. The country is divided into numerous constituencies. Okay. So they divide the country into numerous constituency. See here, like this, numerous constituencies, and these are 543 constituency, and based on which you will vote for your constituency. Each of these constituency elects one person to the parliament. Okay. The candidates who contest elections usually belong to different political parties. Okay, NIM constituency, yeah, ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ ನಿಮ್ಮ constituency? Do you know what is your constituency? Write down on your chat box what is your constituencies. Very good. Chikmagalur, Raichur, Mudigere, Bagalkot, Koppal, Lok Sabha, Nandyal, Ballari. Very good. Ballari, Chamarajanagar, Tumkur, Bagalkot, Udupi Chikmagalur. Very good. So you belong to so many different constituencies now. In your constituencies, Sachin, Davangere. Very good. In your constituencies, people will stand for the elections. They will contest for the elections. When they contest for the elections, you will vote. And finally, in Davangere, I think Siddesh has won the MP elections this time. Huh? Siddesh or Mallikarjun? I don't know. Somebody has won. Okay, because the competition is only between two people, Siddesh or SS Mallikarjun or else SS Shanu Shankarappa. Yes, very good. GM Siddesh has won this time MP elections. Now we have elected GM Siddesh majoritarily, so he went to Lok Sabha. Finish. Nice day. So this is what happens in your parliament. Finally, the result of parliament 2019 elections. Update ಆಗಿದೆ in the book. 8th standard book. 2019 elections clear ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Bharatiya Janata Party won 303 seats. Oh my god. 303 seats. Is it Bharatiya Janata Party or no? It's a single Bharatiya Janata Party has only 303 seats. Very good. Huge majority. Because BJP plus its alliance group are called NDA. Okay, means NDA has won more than 400 seats. 350, na? Okay. But alliance BJP doesn't need alliance at all because this single party has got this 303 votes. Okay, this type of elections we have seen where now ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಯಾವಾಗ in the last class it seems, right? We have seen, no, in the last class we have seen, yes, in the last class in this chapter only we have seen Indian National Congress. Okay, once upon a time Congress won this majority, nearly 400 majority. None of the party until today ಇವತ್ತಿನವರೆಗೂ ಆ ತರ no party has won in India. Okay, so this is the election results. Okay, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೋಡೋಣ. Now, who will form the government? Just a second, I will unmute you guys. So yeah, okay, so that some can participate. ಹಿಂದೆ ನಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇರೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ರಪ್ಪ ಸೌಂಡ್. Okay, now, yes, now you guys can answer me. Those who are silent in the background, who will form the government? No, elections completed. Which party will form the government? BJP will form the government. Very good. Okay. Now, do you think all 303 will participate in the government? All 303 will be forming in the participating in the ministries? Huh? 303 people. Do you think all 303 people of Bharatiya Janata Party will participate in the? No, obviously. Fine. No, no. Then who appoints Prime Minister? Maximum 15 percentage can participate. Okay, that is 75 members. Who will appoint Prime Minister? President will appoint Prime Minister. First, what we'll do? First, what President does is President will call the majority party. What is majority party? BJP is a majority party. And who is the leader of BJP party now? Narendra Modi ji. So he calls Narendra Modi ji and he appoints him as a Prime Minister. Now, Narendra Modi ji will select these 75 people for his executive part. Okay, only 75 people from Bharatiya Janata Party. Okay, so they will get selected as Ministry of HRD, Ministry of Textiles. Okay, so Ministry of this thing. Got it? Okay, so not 75. I'm really sorry. Out of 500 people, 543 people. That is the whole of Lok Sabha exactly. Fine, somebody. Very good, Achyut. It's whole of Lok Sabha, not Bharatiya Janata Party. 543. Okay. So into 15 percentage you can take. Fine. 15 paisa, how much? 75. I've given this number of nearly right, but this 300 is wrong. Okay. So 75 and nearly 80 members you can take. Okay. Because 43 are left, right? So 80 members. 80 members they will participate as the what? Executives, that is ministries. Different ministries will be constituted. Got it? This is called, this part, that is where Prime Minister is the leader and his council of ministers and bodies are called executives. Are you understanding? This is executive, these are ministers. And now under these people, departments will be created. Under each department an IAS officer will take role as a secretary. Okay, as well as in districts there will be IAS officers, those who will actually implement these policies and schemes that is derived by the ministries, and they are called as executives, permanent executives, and these people are called as what? Temporary executives. So anyways, this is executive body. Okay, now all these people who got elected, they will be legislature, they will be legislature. Okay, law making body plus Rajya Sabha members, they are all law making, they are all called as law making body. Now my question is, which state has the highest number of MPs in Lok Sabha? Which state has highest number of MPs in Lok Sabha? Very good, UP. ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಲೇಬಾರ್ದು, ನೀವು ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. UP, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, very good, very good. Why do you think it has highest number of MPs in Lok Sabha? What do you think it has highest number of MPs in Lok Sabha? Very good. Population, absolutely right. Population density is more. Okay, yes. Now, which state has the least number of MPs in Lok Sabha? ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ KPSC ಅಥವಾ ಈ ತರ SS exams ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Least number of MPs. Least number of MPs in Lok Sabha. Sikkim or Goa. Okay, how much? How much? What is the number of MPs? Hmm. Well done. Very good. One MP in Sikkim. Okay. What is 4032? Okay. There is certain confusion in. Okay. I'll open the direct Lok Sabha this only website only. Let's see Lok Sabha website. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ if you have confusion with these type of important digits you should see Lok Sabha website only. Okay. ಬರಪ್ಪ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ವಾ ಸಿಯರ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಂ Nagaland is also one. Mizoram is also having one constituency. Goa is having two constituency. ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಪ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಡಿ. Goa is having two constituency. Okay. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ನೆನಪಿರಬೇಕು because we belong to Karnataka state 28 constituency. Got it? This is very important thing. Okay, let's download this one. And put it in your group. ಎಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ವೈಸ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನನಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ನೆನಪಿದೆ ಎಸ್ ಎಸ್ ಸಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಅಲ್ರಪ್ಪ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯನ್ಸೀಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂ ಪಿಗಳು ಎಷ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯನ್ಸೀಸ್ ಓಕೆ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಫೈನ್ so in Karnataka we have 28 constituencies you can elect only 28 MPs from Karnataka fine now go through the document that I have put in your group. Okay. Which political party has won most seats in all the states? ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆದ್ದಿರೋಂಥ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ ಕಣ್ಣಾರೆ ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ which party do you think will form the government? Obviously BJP party will form the government. Okay, so this is very important thing. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋಣ 2009 ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬರೋಣ 2009 elections 10 years back your elections 10 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ 2009 when you guys are in school days when I am also in school days so at that time what was the thing okay even I think both of us have not voted okay now vote ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ but still ನೋಡಿಲಿ none of the party has got majority party here are you understanding see Bahujan Samaj Party BSP BJP has got 116 seats whereas Congress has got 206 seats so Congress needs to form an alliance okay so pre-poll alliance that is UPA ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸಿವ್ ಅಲಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಫೈನ್ see here So the above table gives you the results of 15th Lok Sabha held 2009. In these elections, Indian National Congress got a large number of seats, but still enough, not enough to emerge as a party in the Lok Sabha. That is why it formed a coalition called United Progressive Alliance with other political parties as allies. Okay, so this is the also one of the way where you can form the government. New ಬೇರೆ government ಬೇರೆ ಜೊತೆ government ನ ಮಾಡೋದು. This is also one of the way. Okay, once selected, these candidates become member of parliament or MPs. These MPs together make a parliament. Once the elections to the parliament have taken place, the parliament needs to perform following functions. Okay, parliament has to follow the make the following functions. Okay, so what are the functions that the parliament make? Is one is to select the national government. First thing is national government must be selected. Okay, now how will they select? Who will select? Least ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ full clear ಆಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಈಗ. Now second thing is now to control, guide and inform the government. So you should control, take the control and guidance and also information from the government. Who will guide, who will control and who will take the information? Let's see. Okay, and then law making process. They must do start law making process. Okay, so just a second. I'll, put the garbage. Just a second. Just a second. 2 minutes. Yes. Okay, so we were seeing the functioning of parliament. So we will see how exactly the parliament will run now. Now the government is that is the largest majority party has been won. Elections completed now. Now after that, now you are going to select the national government. Parliament of India consists of president. Try to understand here. President, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Don't have confusions. You should not have confusions. President is the part of parliament. After Lok Sabha elections, a list is prepared showing how many MPs belong to each political party. In the same way, list prepare ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. And for the party which has won the majority, that is more than 272 numbers. Okay, at least they must have 272 numbers. If they have 272 numbers plus 272 plus, okay, then that party will be called as the party that has won. The opposition in the parliament is formed by all the political parties that oppose the majority party. Okay, or the coalition party that is formed. The largest among these political party is called opposition party. Are you understanding? Opposition means everybody who is in the opposition table are called opposition. But the largest party in the opposition is called opposition party. Are you understanding? Now tell me here, which is the opposition party? Here, which is the opposition party? Very good. Congress is the opposition party. Okay. Actually, what happens, there is a law written in the constitution for everything. There is a prescription, right? Okay. In parliament also there is a rule of law which tells that the opposition party must have at least won 10 percentage of the seats. Okay, for Lok Sabha. Now, if you see 10 percentage of the Lok Sabha seats means minimum 54 seats. But Congress have won only 52 seats. Are you understanding? Okay, so that is why, technically speaking, there is no majority party. Okay, but the thing is, again, like there was certain discussion, debate, and they wanted to make certain amendment to the rule. Okay, they wanted to change that rule because since there is no majority party here, which is opposition, so you cannot select many of these, like people like Central Vigilant Commissioner, okay, and Information Commissioner. In the selection of all this process, one opposition leader, that is opposition party leader ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, leader of opposition party ಅಂತ, and that person must be need. Now technically speaking, these lokpal ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತ select ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. In central level lokpal bill, to selection of the lokpal also we require opposition party a leader. Okay, now there is no opposition party, that means they cannot select all these things. That is why they wanted to amend it. Okay, ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂತು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, but yes. Okay, so now one of the most important functions of the Lok Sabha is to select executive. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. Okay, the executive is group of persons who work together to implement the laws made by the parliament. This executive is often what we have in the mind when we use the term government. Executive ಅಂದ್ರೆ government ಅಂತ already ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So the parliament of the prime minister of the India is the leader of ruling party. Okay, prime minister is the leader of ruling party. So from the MPs who belong to his or her party, the Prime Minister selects ministers to work with her to implement decisions. Okay, Prime Minister selects the Council of Ministers. Okay, he actually selects, he will recommend it to the President and President appoints. These ministers are taken charge of different areas of government like health ministry, education ministry, finance ministry. They'll take all these things. Oftentimes in recent past, it has been difficult for a single party to get the majority that is required to form the government. Recent past ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬುಕ್ ಇನ್ನ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ 2020 ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. Recently, that is from last 6 years, we have been getting majority party in the center. Okay, BJP is in majority, but in case, okay, because 2009 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, there was no actually, so yes, actually, technically speaking, there is no opposition leader. Okay, technically speaking, fine, there is no opposition leader, but yes, we call Rahul Gandhi as opposition leader. Actually, Mallikarjun Kharge was opposition leader. So technically speaking, there is no. Okay. So yes, but the thing is, what happens? There are two things. One is pre-poll alliance and post-poll alliance. Pre-poll alliance means before elections only they are fixed alliances. Like for BJP, Shiv Sena party is also always a fixed alliance. Okay. Now recent times they might have quarreled, but always since a longer period of time BJP, for BJP, Shiv Sena party is alliance. Okay. So pre-poll alliance, they will call themselves another name called NDA. Fine, National Democratic Alliance. Now coming to Congress. Congress also has certain parties with it for pre-poll alliance, and that is UPA. Okay. So finally, they form a government which is called as coalition government. Right. Usually central ಈ ತರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. But the problem with coalition government is it is not stable government because anytime anybody can withdraw their support, right? So they can withdraw the support. That is why these coalition governments are not stable government. But the problem with stable government is that, like the way BJP is now has got majority, the problem with these type of government is that they will become highly authoritarian. Okay, because there will be unstoppable power with their hands now because they have a majority in Lok Sabha. They will eventually have majority in Rajya Sabha. So this will make them, you know, a powerful, okay, invulnerable. So where nobody can actually, uh, you know, like stop them because whatever the law they wish they can pass. Okay, that is what is recently happening. I think there is a lot of opposition for many laws, but it is being passed. Now, Rajya Sabha functions primarily as a representative of the states. Now, coming to Rajya Sabha. Okay, so from Karnataka state, how many Rajya Sabha seats are there for Karnataka states? For Karnataka states, how many Rajya Sabha seats? Hmm? Okay, I will show you again this graph. I will share with you. Okay, see, this is the seats, Rajya Sabha seats. This is where is Karnataka? Here is Karnataka, 12 seats. 12 seats are there. Okay, so they are given 12 seats for Karnataka. So what we do is 12 MPs we will select. Who will select these MPs? Who will select these MPs? Rajya Sabha MPs are selected by whom? They are selected by our MLAs. Very good. So these 12 seats. Usually what happens once that MP goes to Rajya Sabha, okay, say for example, if we elect somebody as Rajya Sabha MP, ಯಾರು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದಪ್ಪ ನಮ್ಗೆ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸಭಾ ಎಂ ಪಿ ಆಗಿ ಯಾರು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯಂ ಸ್ವಾಮಿನ ನಾವು ತಮಿಳುನಾಡಿಂದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಫೈನ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ವೆದರ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ ಟು ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ್ ಖರ್ಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ್ ಖರ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅವರು ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ್ ಖರ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ವಿ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಎಮ್ ಎಲ್ ಎಗಳು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು ಓಕೆ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ್ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಅವರ ಟರ್ಮ್ 6 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ 6 ವರ್ಷ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ್ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಅವರ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಓಕೆ ಸರ್ ಬಟ್ 6 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಾ 6 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನಡೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಹೇಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 2 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ 2 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೊಂದ್ಸರಿ 2 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿ 2 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಜನ ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ 1/3 ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಓಕೆ ಲೈಕ್ 245 ಸೀಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 1/3 ಮಾಡಿ ಓಕೆ 1/3 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 3 3 8 3 1 ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 81 ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ರಿಟೈರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಯರ್ ಸೊ ಆ 81 ಪೀಪಲ್ಗೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಸರ್ ಹಂಗಾರೆ 6 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ನೋ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾ ವಿಲ್ ನೆವರ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಓಕೆ 2 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಡೀತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನಡೀತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸೊ ದ ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ register okay sir can it bring any bill yes Rajya Sabha can also produce any bill okay first it will pass through Rajya Sabha and then it will come to Lok Sabha fine ಯಾವುದೇ ಬಿಲ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿ unless it is money bill must be passed to Rajya Sabha and once Rajya Sabha passes it will become law in case if any law is not passed by Rajya Sabha will not become bill okay so it must be passed from Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha only money bill doesn't have such category money bill ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ money bill ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತ okay but ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು okay so it is very very important for reviewing and altering of the laws initiated by Lok Sabha fine and the member of Rajya Sabha are elected by the elected members of that is legislative assemblies there are 233 elected members plus 12 members nominated by the president okay how many people are elected 233 are elected plus 12 are nominate it. Okay. Okay. That is the secret. Now today's task is okay. 2 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಒಂದು 81 ಜನ ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ದೆನ್ ಹೌ ಕಮ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾ ವಾಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ 6 years ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ. ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗ್ 2 years ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆದ್ರು? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫೈನ್, ದೇ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡೂ ಓಕೆ. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ 245 ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇವಾಗೇನೋ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗೇನೋ 2 years ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ 81 ಜನ. ಬಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾನ, ಅವಾಗ 243 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು 6 years ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಇತ್ತಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 6 years ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಹೇಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಅಚ್ಯುತ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಿಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಡಿಪ್, ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಪಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫ್ಯೂ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ನ ರಿಟೈರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ. ಫೈನ್, ಎನಿವೇಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಾಳೆ ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ, now second important thing is to guide and inform the government. Fine, so who will guide and inform the government? So clearly telling you, parliament while in session ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅವರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Question hour is an important mechanism through which MPs and can elicit information about working of the government. This is very important way through which parliament controls the executive. Okay, here parliament is controlling executive by asking questions. Hey, what you did? What about women empowerment? What about vulnerable sections? They'll start asking questions and MPs will start answering the questions. Okay, so everybody will ask the questions and they must actually answer the questions. Okay, and also they give the drawback of the government, and uh, obviously they will give certain policies which again will have a popular support. Any policies or schemes they will present in front of the Lok Sabha and they will have a support. Let's see now this thing. A question: will the Minister of Women and Child Development be pleased to state whether the government proposes to converge various schemes and policies for children in the country? If so, the details thereof, and if not, the reasons thereof. At the question keltare. This is question asked for a minister. Which minister? Minister of Women and Child Development. That is now Smriti Irani. Okay, but 2017, yes, I think Smriti Irani. Okay, Ministry of Virendra Kumar, Minister of State in Ministry of Women and Child Development. What he told is the ministry has developed National Plan of Action for Children 2016, which largely draws upon the existing programs and schemes of various ministry departments. It provides framework for the convergence and coordination between ministries and state governments and encourages collective actions from all the stakeholders. Okay, so what it categorizes? It categorizes what it exactly looks into. It looks into the survival, health, nutrition of the children, education, development of the children, protection and participation of the children. It identifies key programs and schemes and policies as well as stakeholders for the implementation of different strategies ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Okay, this is how your this is just an example how your Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha session takes place. Okay, I would like to show you some of the excerpts. Okay.
Well of the House demanding Home Minister Amit Shah's resignation. Congress MPs also raised slogans against the Home Minister. There was massive uproar in the Lok Sabha as well, where the opposition MPs raised "We want justice" slogans. The Lok Sabha Speaker also reprimanded opposition MPs for disrupting the House. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi hit back at the Congress in the Lok Sabha. A scuffle has also been reported between the Congress MPs and the BJP counterparts before adjournment, when Congress MPs tried to reach the Treasury benches with "Home Minister must resign" placards. Earlier, Congress, TMC and the Aam Aadmi Party MPs protested at the Gandhi statue over the Delhi riots. Rahul Gandhi led the protests for the Congress party outside the parliament. The Aam Aadmi Party
कंपनीज हैं, व्हाट्सएप, फेसबुक, ट्विटर, इन
So I think, okay. So what did we see? We saw that Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha are actually law-making body which have discussions, debates, but in reality, I'm telling you, due to huge disruption. Okay, you saw the disruption over there. Member of Parliament, they started disrupting the Parliament. Okay, and they started, doing dharanas and everything. So the thing is, there was question in your mains examination. There was a question in your mains examination that don't you think these disruptions are actually disrupting the lawmaking process? So these disruptions must be banned from the Parliament and the mains question scale. Fine. So this is in actual that is happening in our Lok Sabha. Fine. Now you guys will be having lot of questions about Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, because what happens is not Lok Sabha, especially Rajya Sabha, because what happens is, first of all, this is upper house. Second of all, this is permanent body. Okay, now why they wanted to be formed as permanent body? Third important thing is about how the first members are retired and everything. Fine. See, not only this, as we proceed, there will be lot and lots of doubts. Okay, some doubts I will definitely clear. Some doubts I will tell you guys that you have to wait until we finish the NCERTs. Okay, I have told you already. Fine. So you need to take these like a bits and pieces. Okay, you should join these bits and pieces by the end of NCERTs plus Polity Lexicon, and then once again we will do the revision. At that time, you will be having clear cut idea that okay, these are the reasons why this is good. Okay, but anyways, in between, if you guys have doubt, we need to do it at least generally. Also, we need to solve it. Fine. Okay. So so this is what is happening in your Lok Sabha. The government gets valuable feedback, and because of this feedback, it will underlines the guidelines and it will write the laws. Okay, this is one of the way in several ways in which Parliament controls, guides, and informs the government. The MPs, as representatives of the people, have central role in control, guiding, and informing the Parliament. And this is the key aspect of the functioning of democracy. Now, who is responsible for the government? That is my question. Who is responsible for the government? Sorry, I think I have shared. Yes, I have shared already. Now, who is responsible for the parliament? Only one answer. Very good. Government is responsible for the parliament. That is executive ಅಂತಾನು ಕರಿಬಹುದು on the other terms. Absolutely right. Okay. So now government, that is executives, are the responsible for parliament. Okay. Yes. So we will continue the class tomorrow. Okay. I was thinking of only taking half an hour today, but anyways, I stuck the classes. No issues. Fine. So I have gained energy back again. So I don't think it will be any disruption from tomorrow.